Yo, what up? I'm not gonna be on here long. Y'all come on in. I'm gonna be here for a short time. I just want to address something. Uh, it's been in the news for a minute. But I've been busy with so many other things. I haven't had the time to address it. And then of course I ended up getting sick this weekend. So and I'm still I'm getting better, but I'm still not 100%. But um when it comes to what I'm about to talk about, um, sick or not, I'm going to address it. I'm going to speak on it. Uh, and that's just the way it is. RB was happening. Uh, so so everybody knows a young Aunt Hefe. You know, he be on No Jumper. He from 8 Tray, 8 Tray Gangsta Crip. Um, you know, he's one of the newest co-hosts on No Jumper. Coffee. and and so it was an episode, this was about a week ago. Excuse me, y'all. It was about a week ago. And this Mexican dude, he got up, he left, some words were said or whatever, then it became a big old thing. You know, this cat, his name is I don't want to get his name already. You know, I don't like fucking up people's names. Hold on for a second. Pull this up. Let's see. See. Where's it at? That's not what I want. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, so Dutch Cash. P-Face, that's the name. So, cripping on the Pornhub. Oh shit. So it's P-Face. I don't know anything about him, right? Till all this stuff came out. Then, you know, a word was I guess when he was like 12, 13 years old. Okay, this is a story that I'm getting, that I've heard. He was 12, 13 years old. It was a black Southsider. He was around, used to hang around, whatever. And he would say the word. And so he thinking in his mind, like, okay, well, it's okay for me to say the word. But they said, you know, and this is the thing that, and I'm gonna touch on that too, where I was seeing a lot of people on YouTube put up these titles, him saying the harder you are. Look, look, in the sound of my voice, I want every Black content creator that keeps trying to distinct. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to the whole Black community as a whole. Okay? Because it's about time that y'all stop being ignorant about this shit. Stop giving excuses to say the fucking word. You sit up here and say, oh, well, he said it with the hard ER. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Because like I've explained before, there ain't no difference in the ER to the A for the simple fact that them Southerners, them white racist Southerners back in the day when they used to say it a lot, in the distinction of how they would say it, they would either use the ER or they would use the A. Depending on what state, county you was in the South, you was using the hard ER or you was using the A. Because the dialect in the accent is different from state to state in the South. So Black community, stop being ignorant. Stop trying to give excuses. Stand on your 10 and be Black. Now, continuing on. So he says it, and then, you know, he starts doing music or whatever, and I guess he says it in his music or whatever. Okay. So then I just before I came on here, it's kind of crazy how the universe works. So right before I was about to come on here, I come across who that? Oh, Red Supreme. His live popped up. And so I said, oh, he's talking about. So let me, you know what I'm saying? I see cuz I did an interview, you know, talking about it. So let me tap in and let me see what he's gonna say. Because I did hear he apologized. So let me hear the apology. So he said he was sorry, you know, he was 13 years old, whatever, he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't give a damn if you're 12, 13 years old. Stop giving that excuse. This is where I find his apology fucking bullshit. And he could suck a dick with that apology, right? Hold on, let me open up my camera real quick. Okay. Let me open up my camera real quick because it's something that I heard him say about Black people hiding behind their screens and don't want to show their faces. Well, here, because this is my face, homie. This is my face talking directly to you. That's a bullshit ass apology. And you know why I know it's a bullshit ass apology? Because for you to say that you're 12 and 13 years old and you don't sit here and tell me that you being around the Black Southsider was the first time you heard that word. I don't want to hear it. You growing up in Compton, ain't no way in the world that was the first time you heard that word and thought it was okay to say that word. Because I know when I was 12, 13 years old, I was shit. And I'm not even going to use the excuse, well, because I'm Black. Nah. Because I heard from your own people too. I heard from your traditional people. Negro. Sound familiar? So all that you didn't know and you apologizing and all this, you can eat a dick with that. 12, 13 years old, you know exactly what that shit means. You know exactly. And people like to give youngsters excuse. Oh, well, they're young. They're young. They don't know no better. How do they not know no better? What school? Did they go to school? Doesn't even matter. Look at their grandparents. Look at their family. You growing up in Compton, homie. So how the hell that was the first time you heard that word? Yo, Tati, hey, you funny. Yeah, you made my live. What's going on? Oh, we talking about this this Mexican this a Mexican rapper named P-Face from Compton. So apparently at 12, 13 years old, there was a black Southsider that he used to hang around in. You know, he heard him say the word, so then he started saying the word, but he's using the word in the ER text of it, right? So he gave us this excuse, and he said, "Well, I'm just giving my truth," and then sit up here and say, "Well, if any of the Raza, you know, is coming at me and want to attack him, then I gotta look at, wait, hold on. First of all, you know, I know certain age groups, when you're younger, you might not, you know, comprehend certain things until you get older. You know, there's an age comprehensive thing that goes on. True enough. But you're not going to, no, you're not going to sit on camera and think that us black people are that stupid. Now, there are some black people that are that stupid. There are some black people that will take that apology and run with it. Oh, well, he apologized, so it's okay. It doesn't even matter. It does matter because the apology with the excuse of why he says it does not add up at all. You're a Mexican that grew up in California. Forget the Compton part. You grew up in California. We deal with the same people, no matter if you're from Southern California, from Northern California, or Central California. We all deal with the same people. So there's no way you're going to sit and tell me, oh, it's because of the, and you know what's funny about that? You use the black Southsider as your excuse. You use the black Southsider as the excuse. You didn't put your people up under the table. You didn't throw them up under the table. You didn't do that. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to put it on the black man. We're going to put it on the black boy because he wasn't a man yet. We're going to put it on the black boy. I'm going to protect mine by not even holding them accountable for saying the word. But instead, I'm going to throw it on the black Southsider. So now it can fall on him. Now I can, well, it's okay because the black Southsider said. What? Huh? And you think that the apology is okay? Oh, as long as I can put it on the black person, then it's okay. It's okay. Everybody calm down. Just calm down. He put it on the black person. It's okay. You know what that is? Do you know what that is? That is what you call, I have black friends. I grew up in a black neighborhood. My mama black, my daddy black, my cousin, my auntie, my best friend, the next door neighbor, the dog across the street. That's what that shit is. You saying that is spitting in the face of my people. In an in around way, you trying to perceive that we are not intelligent enough to pick up on what you just put out there in that slime ball interview. This is what kills me. Hold on, let me turn my fan. It's hot out here, y'all. It is hot out here. let me, and I'm gonna delve even more into this. You know how when the Jews go through their shit, you see newspaper articles, you see videos, clips, segments, special news broadcast about anti-Semitic, being anti-Semitic. Oh, you're not supposed to say that. Oh, we should be in the outrage. Yeah, we should be in the outrage. But when somebody calls me or any one of my people a nigga or a nigger, we're supposed to sit down, be quiet, shut our mouth, and just accept it. But we're supposed to be in an outrage because somebody said something anti-Semitic to some Jewish person, and we're supposed to be outraged for that. Look, if somebody says something anti-Semitic to one of them, unless you is somebody I know, unless you somebody I know, I can give two flying fucks about it. You know why? Because where is your outrage? Where is the Jewish outrage for black folks when we have to go through this? Where's the outrage? I see none. What I see is a bunch of people, and not just them, but I see a bunch of people around the world that come to the United States and feel, oh, well, something is done bad to them. We're all supposed to have their back and ride and fight with them. But when it comes to our plight, our struggle, church mouses. Oh, we're not supposed to be outraged. We're not supposed to be upset. Slavery is over, so you shouldn't even be having that type of feelings or attitude. You're not no slave. Let's see. Let me get to these comments real quick. Not to take off topic. Guess what I was bumping tonight? Oh, what was that? Did you see Joey slow apology for calling us colored and doubling down on Hogan's support? What? Are you serious? You see, that's what I'm saying. How the fuck is you gonna apologize and then you gonna turn around and double down in support of a racist? You know, you know, Tati, I said this in Leo's chat earlier. You know, if people want to know why racism still exists, all they have to do is look at the support and love that Hogan's been getting. These people, I don't care about what he said. Oh, well, it was Terry Bollea that said it wasn't Hulk Hogan. Like Hulk Hogan is a real fucking person. It's a character. It's not real. Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea said it. Terry Bollea, the man that played Hulk Hogan, said it. You people support racists. This is one of the reasons that racism still exists in America, because people like you want to come out here and give excuses for people like Hulk Hogan, P-Face, and the rest of these fucking idiots that just go around slanging this shit around like it's just an everyday conversation, and we're supposed to be okay with that. But now you see what's funny about this? What's funny about this? If we just sat up here and said, you know what? Fuck everybody. If y'all don't want to fuck with us and y'all is okay and a whole lot of shit, well, fuck everybody. We're not fucking with nobody. And you know what that? Oh, it'll be a whole fucking firestorm. Oh, well, look at them. They still here. They trying to cause division and doing this and doing that. How? How? Because we're not the ones creating the division. The racism is what's created the division. And the people that ride and support that shit. You get people, this is one of the reasons why there's a big fat pork belly bitch right across on the other side of them hills that likes to slang the N-word around because it means ignorant. It doesn't matter if I call another white person. Oh, wait, hold up, but you call me that. So how are you not a racist? How are you not a racist? Because you're doubling down on that shit. You're doubling down, doubling down, doubling down, doubling down, doubling down, doubling down. While we got every creed color out here slanging this shit around, but now if we start to slang the disrespectful shit of them around, oh, we must repent. We can't do that. You're being a racist. Really? Black person being racist in America. Once again, that's another thing. I think people forgot the definition of what being a racist is. Because it's just not, it's the color mixed in with the power, mixed in with the control, and everything else wrapped around that. Last time I checked, we don't own shit. We don't control nothing. Yeah, we might have some ownership in a couple of these little businesses and stuff like that, but we don't control the market. We don't control the market. We have no say-so in the market. So how is it people keep on putting us in the racist card if we see some, if we call a white person a cracker, how is that us being racist when we still don't control nothing? See. What Crip set you represent? See. The Jews always look out for one another. I'm from Brooklyn. I've never seen such anything like it. They stick together rather than, yeah, exactly. You support racists. I see you paneling with multiple guys that called you Yo, Shadow. Hey, Shadow, you know what? If you actually paid attention while you sit up there running your mouth, you will understand what actually happened. Why, what happened, what went down, the accountability, and the apology. Shadow, you could take your ignorant, retarded ass and go to somebody else's channel with that stupid shit. Don't come on here trying to bang on me what set you from and what neighborhood and all that shit. I ain't got to tell you shit, homie. I'm 46 years old. I'm pretty sure I'm older than you. So I don't need to explain shit to you. So why don't you go on over there with the rest of them idiots, go put their dicks in your mouth and swallow, get sick, and die, bitch. Don't come over here with that shit. This the wrong channel. Come over here with that shit. Shit. The Jews always look out for one another. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Ain't got time for that. But this is why I've always like, you know what? I reciprocate energy. You want to bring that type of energy to me? Okay, I'm gonna stand on that. You know, I have a bloodline. I have a bloodline in the Panthers, the original Panthers. You know, so it's in me. I didn't just one day decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna. No, I've always been like this. When I see people getting treated wrong based off of their color, I stand on that. Because it's not cool for anybody to deal with that. But it always seems like when it comes to us, we're supposed to sit down, shut up, be okay with it, don't buck the system. You know, be good, black people. Don't do it, just be good. Just put your head down and just mow along. Like, no, that submissive attitude is why black people is still 20, 30, 40 years behind everybody else. Because instead of us standing up and sacrificing and doing the things that we needed to do to be in positions like everybody else has those positions, no, we get in the submissive, slave-minded mentality, and it just, and I'm sitting here like, all this stuff that's still going on with us, and you guys are like, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? If I have to do it on my own, I'll do it on my own. Whoever's on this side of the line, let's do it. The rest of you black folks, y'all stand over there with your scary ass. Okay? You stand over there with your scary ass and keep bumping your music and having a good old time. Yeah. Good old time. That good old Sambo music, right? Like that Sambo music, right? Yeah. Yeah, you know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Don't forget to put the makeup on. Yeah, you know? You go over there and do that. You go over there and continue to put on a good show for them people. Go right ahead. And when you get your wake-up call, don't come call. Now, there might be something that might go ahead like, okay, I'm not one of them. You come my way to no. Nah. Because if we want to move in a direction that's going to be beneficial for our people in the long run, then it's going to take cutting some shit off. You know, because that is what's keeping a lot of us that are trying to move forward and do something better for our people. It's like that dead weight, you know? It's like you're trying to move, you know, it's like you out on the beach, right? And you're walking on the beach, you know, sun is out, water flowing, it's a good old day, you know, got a nice little breeze, just walking, you know, and boom. Oh shit, done got caught in some quicksand. Oh shit. Now you can't move. Now you can't move. And that's exactly what it's like. Dealing with you Sambos that want to sit up here and because, oh, well, they grew up in the neighborhood and they hung around us, so it's okay. No, it's not okay. No, it's not okay. Would it be okay if I went into somebody else's another race household and said something disrespectful? Do you think they would still be like, oh, it's okay, Jay? It's okay, Jay. No problem. We're just still going on? No, I'll probably get my ass whooped. No, not probably. I would get my ass whooped by the whole damn family. And then thrown out Fresh Prince style. But some other race of people come into our household and say that shit, it's okay. Oh, well, I grew up. No. That's that cherry picking shit. We can't cherry pick. If it's going to be one, it got to be for all. It can't just be for one. Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, people like you, Tati, myself, Leo, and others, we talk about this stuff. Shout out to Jesse and them. We all talk about this. We all stand on this. But it's them other ones that keep opening up the door, allowing for the bullshit to come in. So now we have to take the time to stop doing what we're doing to make sure that we get that shit taken care of before we can get to the other part of the problem. And every time we do that, that sets us back even further. So we must cut that shit off. I've even told my own friends that want to sit there and do that shit. You can't come around me no more. Yeah, we cool, but you can't come around. You allowing that shit around you? Nah, I don't want no parts of that. Because I'm going to have to check that situation, which then that puts you in the middle of the situation, which more than likely is going to cause friction between us because of your stupidity, not mine. So you just stay over there. And we just avoid the whole thing altogether. And that's what I had to make that decision. Because it's like, having so when you have to deal with this on your own, that's one thing. But I had a black child, a black daughter. I had to teach my daughter how to navigate through this. I had to have those uncomfortable conversations with my daughter at a young age and try to explain to her the best way I can without traumatizing her in the explanation. So she could be prepared for what is going to come down the line. And sure enough, as soon as she got older, as soon as she got into junior high and high school, she had some encounters with some Russians out here in Sacramento that decided that wanted to call her and throw racial slurs around her. Now, my daughter don't go for that. Daddy knows best. Daddy taught her right. You know, I taught her, hey, whoever your friends are, that's who your friends are. I'm not telling you who to be friends with. I got friends of all different colors. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to tell you that, but what I am going to do is tell you to be aware of certain things. Be on the lookout for certain things. And then when them days come, it won't seem overwhelming because it's like, okay, my dad told me, my dad showed me, so now I know what to look for. And when that time came, She knew exactly how to handle her business. You know? And every black parent out here should be talking to their kids about this. And if you have it, you need to do it immediately. And if you have, I salute you. I ain't got nothing else to say because you're already doing it. But for those that are not doing it, you're doing your kids a disservice by not teaching them and explaining to them. And not even just black parents. Every parent of different colors, different races of parents, when you have kids, all kids should be taught this. The good, the bad, the ugly. What to look for, what not to look for. You know? Those conversations should start early. Because whether or not they have different races of friends later on in life, they're going to encounter some type of bigotry, racism, prejudice, something. So that conversation should always happen. Because one day, the kids are going to grow up and have to be in that real world. And we're not going to be there to hold their hand. We're not going to be there all the time to protect them. So we must give them the tools to be prepared for what is coming. Because it's going to come. There ain't no way around it. So I'm going to end it right there because I'm starting to get a little tired, but I definitely want to come on here and definitely want to speak on that. And when I'm on 100%, I have a lot more in the chamber. I have a lot more in the chamber, you know, because this conversation has never really left, but I see it's getting amplified again. So with that said, y'all know me, when stuff like this starts getting elevated again, you know I'm going to poke my head out. And I'm going to do what I do. You know? That's why I've done the videos. You know? So it's not like, ain't nobody can say, oh, well, Jay Millie, oh, well, you just now sit up here and do it. Nah, I've been fighting the fight long before social media was a thing. And then when social media became a thing, I continued on with the fight. I continued on speaking on about it. So with that said, let me go with the rundown real quick. Tomorrow night, no dirt sheets, NXT, King Leo. Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite with the beautiful Queen Tati right there at Wrestle Tati. Make sure y'all tap in, show love to both channels. And of course, Cute GM, make sure you tap in with her channel. She has great content, and she also covers Mystery Wrestling. And you will find me in between time, and you will find me in the chat. Shout out to the Hill Syndicate. I will see y'all tomorrow. And yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Be safe, hug and kiss your loved ones, and stay away from the bullshit. So with that said, y'all, I'm up outie. Peace.